was gonna lie to you, but I had to tell the truth. I'm just being honest.
You believed in you, 40 years on it's paid off. You've become a huge star. But you're seeing the industry itself, hip hop, is it at an existential crisis? If you think about the revelations around Diddy and the charges, how does the scene feel about itself right now? Do you feel concerned about hip hop?
Well, here would be my question about that. Every person who's ever got in any sort of trouble had some sort of profession. So what does that say about those professions?
So you don't think that Diddy's charges relate to hip hop and the culture, particularly around women?
I understand what you're saying, and but just because there appears to be a correlation doesn't make it so. We have to kind of toe the line when it comes to fantasy versus reality. So what do I mean by that?
Yeah, what is the fantasy?
So the fantasy could be a song that has all of these outrageous, outlandish claims in it. That doesn't mean it's real. That doesn't mean that you're going to take that song and bring it to life. Now, here's the question. If one person brings that song to life, does that mean that everybody who ever made a song that's outlandish and outrageous also brings theirs to life? No.
But it's not just Diddy, Russell Simmons, and then we also have...
What about... Okay, so my question would be, what about people who weren't in hip hop then? You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying we got to be careful with the correlation, because a lot of people get in trouble every day, B. A lot of people, athletes, construction workers, mailmen, postal workers.
Sure. And if there was an issue in journalism or our industry, we will be looking internally and thinking, how do we have a problem in our industry? Do you think that conversation is happening in hip hop?
I think that's a very complicated question, because if you have 100 people in the industry, if 15 people are doing something crazy, is that a problem with the industry? Yes.
It is if the 85 protect them.
Yeah, but that's the question. What if the 80, we don't know if people are being protected or not. You can never know. You really will never know that. That's an answer. You can assume it, but that would just be cynical. Does hip hop have a problem? Absolutely. But so does the whole world, right? And so my thing is that the only way, the one thing you know for sure is that when you hear that statement, be the change you want to see, that's what you really can control. So, okay, if hip hop is a problem, well, I'm not going to be the part of the problem. If the world has a problem, well, I'm not going to be part of the problem. You dig what I'm saying?
LL, thank you very much for your contribution and the hits.
Appreciate you, bro.
Bang, bang.
Straight from the desk of the legend. It is LL Cool J, the originator and the creator of the term GOAT, which is commonly used in sports and all over the internet, but props are never given to LL for some reason. We're gonna give them to him today. So props to him for creating the GOAT term, and props to him for what he just said in his video. It seems that he's found a way to separate the music industry from the music, as we all should. As music ain't never hurt nobody, rap music has never hurt anybody. The people that are influenced by some of the things hurt people, and the people that are in control of the industry may have harmed people, right? It's a people's thing, it's not an industry thing, right? So that's what LL's saying. The whole entire industry is not corrupt. For every artist that's allegedly been to a Diddy party, I could think of a dozen who haven't been accused of going to a Diddy party, right? Keep that in mind. And so be the change you want to see, right? I love that advice. As there are many people who have influence in this game that aren't saying anything. So LL is brave enough using his influence to say, hey bro, it ain't everybody. Let's not talk about the whole industry that we spent 50 years getting to this point. He's definitely a pioneer. And definitely an example of doing it the right way, right? Shout out to LL. Met him when I was 10 years old, came down to Memphis and hugged 350 kids in the gymnasium, right? Took time out of his schedule, talked to us and tell us to do the right thing. He's still representing that. So props to him, give him his flowers, and people like LL deserve more acknowledgement. As I don't see a lot of people giving LL his props like he deserves, right? But yeah, acknowledge him and others like himself that represent this industry in the right way for 35, 40 years, bro, plus, right? The GOAT, had every right to call himself that.